Nightwatch.
Run. He's going to the promised land.
Man, this is crazy. What is going on? Stabbing,
Got a knife.
codes. He ain't breathing, bro. Just all day long.
Get him out. Got a whole blood.
In the city of New Orleans, there are as many as 1,000 emergency calls every night. These are the stories of the heroes who risk their lives to answer those calls. Police officers, firefighters, and emergency medical technicians. This is Nightwatch.
There are a couple of ways to look at our job. It's about treating injuries, sure. But really more is about helping people in need. You connect with them as you address whatever medical problems they're having. That's the magic of this job. And that's why I love it so much.
Treasury was fired at 2247, 113551. Pre-bus one set the fire at 2248. You're way out code 4 on channel. Hey, Titus. What you done did?
Hey, Chief, it was Dad. Whatever went on, it was Dad.
Dan did it?
All I do is drive a truck.
And if not, Nick did it.
Yeah. I came in, Titus. I wanted to let you know that, I've seen you come and finish basic school and start here with not a whole lot of experience, but I've seen you grow fast, having that baby and stuff.
Right.
But I want to let you know I got something in the mail from Delgado Community College, and they're telling us that you passed your paramedic. So I want to give you your paramedic certificate from Delgado. The college said you finally done it.
I've been an EMT for the last 7 years. It's just time for me to move up to a higher skill position. I have more opportunities to further my career with a paramedic badge.
I've seen you grow. You are where you are because of your passion for treating patients and stuff. You're doing a good job. Keep up the work. Now, a whole lot more responsibility comes with it.
Dealing with a baby, my girl, working at night with Dad. It was a lot of sleepless days, but just think about my son. This is something you have to do. And as a man, as a father, there was no question.
Look, I like this today, though. We want to have a fun day. We got y'all some cold cake. Indulge in some cake before you get out there.
Thank you, Chief.
Oh, no, man.
I'm just glad we got cake. Congratulations.
Thank you, man.
I want y'all to be careful tonight. Today was a very busy day in New Orleans.
I wouldn't want it any other way. Thank you, Chief.
Possible heroin overdose. It says, per the caller, the patient's pupils are dilated and he's sweaty and having diarrhea. Oh, this is going to be bad for me. Not a good way to start the night. 3220 on scene. So when we get there, there's a sprint paramedic there first, and usually with a heroin overdose, they've already given them Narcan and stuff like that.
What's up, man?
But this case is a little different.
Not that he overdosed. He hasn't had any for 2 days.
And I want off it. I don't want it no more. Yeah, man, first step. That's what I like to hear, all right?
Right. Have a seat right there. All right, my friend. What's going on with you tonight? What you on?
Heroin.
How long you been using it?
Since 98.
A long time.
How much my brother died? How old were you at the time? 14.
We don't want you to end up the same way, right? It was actually the opposite of an overdose. He's withdrawing from his use because he's trying to stop using heroin.
Oh, no. I feel nauseous.
No, we don't want you to feel nauseous. Here, why don't you hang on to this?
Okay. Stop. We don't want to stop.
We want you to stop.
I tried to quit on my own. I really did.
How long did you make it doing it on your own?
1 day and a half. We're going to get you right, dude. Look, my man going to get an IV on you right quick. We're going to check the sugar. No, hey, look. No needles, please. No needles. I mean, please.
No, it's fine.
No, it's cool.
It's fine.
Please, no needles.
I know. It's just going to spark it up on you. I know. That's fine. No needles. Easy.
Promise? No needles.
No needles. Despite the fact that he's so addicted to this narcotic, he's still self-aware enough to know that if he does take that needle stick, that IV from me, that it could put him straight into a relapse or have that craving again. The very craving he's trying to fight. Yeah, you got to ask again. We ain't going to do it. Just relax, man. We're going to get you to the hospital.
3220, we ain't right, Jerome. Please, don't let him stick me.
We're not. We won't. I promise.
If you just tries to do that.
That's why I told you I knew. A lot of people have been doing it as long as you get addicted to the needle stick as much as the actual medicine.
I get you guys wanting to be just the same.
I know. There's a guy who admits his problems, knows he wants help, and knows that if I stick him with a needle, he's going to relapse. I can respect that.
I don't feel like I want to just die.
Nah, you don't want to do that, man. We see this a lot, but we don't see a lot of people that are interested in pulling themselves out of it. You know what I mean?
I really would have fought you on that needle.
That's good. That's what I'm saying. Your resolve and your desire to get out of it, that's what inspires me, because we see a lot of people that don't want to do that.
Hey, look, man, you gonna go ahead and kick this? We're gonna keep it pushing, all right? I like you, bro. For some reason, I think you're gonna be all right, big.
For me, like, I hope he gets into a rehab. I hope he gets his life where he wants it to be and moves forward in a better life.
You know what? All you can do is hope, man. But we here for you, man. If you ever need us, we'll be here.
Two in the second, 2323.
Car accident, multiple vehicles. There was a police chase going on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I wonder if this is part of it.
Huh. LPD doesn't usually request multiple ambulances to this. This could be kind of bad.
Yeah. There's a car on its side in the middle of the street. There's two other heavily damaged cars. We need to see who is injured the most, where they are.
The gentleman right there?
In the tie?
He was in the Explorer.
Who was in that car?
He was in that's the two suspects when they were over there.
We learned that two young men had been running from the police and caused the car crash. Katie went to check on the perpetrators from the police chase, while I went to check on the other victims.
One of the suspects thought it was funny. He was laughing and joking that they had caused this accident. Definitely frustrating, but at the same time, we always remember we're here to take care of people. So where were you at in the car? He was the driver. Had your seatbelt on? No? Yeah, you lucky. To be in a vehicle that rolled over and his only complaint be side pain, take a deep breath. I can't believe anybody walked away from that accident. Bruno, all his vital signs were good, right where they needed to be. So he ended up actually going to jail.
You in the Explorer?
Yeah, it's kind of dazed. I mean, honestly, I think I'm okay.
What happened?
I had the green light and was proceeding through it, and they were going about 70 miles an hour down the road.
You were driving? Was she in the car with you?
No, she was in her car.
Okay, so you're the only one in this
Yeah,
car.
I was the only one in that car.
Hello, you're in this car?
Yes.
Did you get knocked out?
No, I never had this happen before, and I'm just kind of freaked out by it.
Speaking with both of these patients, you could tell that they were a little bit more shaken up than truly injured. It really is a miracle that no one was injured more seriously. Yeah, you're gonna be sorry your car's a little banged up. Unfortunate incident. Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Tom, if he's going with them, the juvenile, we're gonna have to take him.
Okay.
The second person in the overturned car did have some ankle pain, so we had to transport him. We also found out he was a minor.
Go straight to the back of the unit.
But if I were him, I'd be more worried about when his mama shows up to the hospital. She is not gonna be happy. Everybody on this team was so lucky. So lucky. We got a call for a male that was possibly shot, and it's near the French border.
Somebody in handcuffs already. Where you got a victim at, boo? Black Mustang? Alright.
Is he dead?
Probably.
Oh, honey, he's dead. Hey, my man. You awake? Get the stretcher.
He's obviously bleeding.
I mean, I see that, but is it like a 34X?
It was really hard to figure out where he was shot, and even if he was shot, because the way his position was. I don't feel a pulse. His vitals were essentially non-existent. He was assistantly not breathing, no heartbeat. He's fixed and dilated, whatever he is.
We hurry up and put the monitor on just to see.
He's got electrical activity.
Get him out.
DEA?
Get him out. Okay, this person has a chance, so we need to kick it in high gear.
He ain't breathing, bro.
Full of blood.
He's got electrical activity.
Get him out.
DEA?
Get him out. Full of blood. We get dispatched to a possible shooting, and when we arrive on scene, we think our patient is deceased, and we quickly find out that he's not. He does not have a pulse, but he does have the electrical activity. So what we're going to try to do is CPR.
As with any trauma victim that has any chance of life, time is of the essence. So we've got to do everything possible to restart his heart.
All right, good luck.
All right.
He's shot in the...
Is that actually
right in the
gunshot?
front of the neck.
I couldn't see an inch.
Russ, did you see a hole? He's got a lot of blood in his airway. His anatomy. I could see that his airway was totally screwed up. So give me a tourniquet, which confirmed that there was some traumatic injury that occurred to the neck that affected the airway. That's what got him, is whatever it is. One over here. All right, you want to shot?
Yep.
You want to hit him with ours?
Yep.
Everybody's good? All right. Chop, chop. I have the utmost faith in the trauma center.
Let's get some kind of airway, and then we'll roll.
So I hope that we can get him there, and they can get a pulse back, and maybe get him to surgery, and hopefully save his life.
They have a code full NOPDs on scene. The person was struck in the head with a crowbar. We're gonna roll over that way and back the unit up. Crowbar can do a lot of damage. It could be something superficial, or it could be a fractured skull. 6215 on the scene. 132. We get there, and NOPD has secured the scene for us, and guys laying on the steps. Yeah, look at that arm's all swelled up. They hit you in the head too? He's got deformity to his left forearm. I know immediately that's a defensive wound, trying to block it and keep it from hitting him in the face or the head. I know, Gabby. I know that arm might be broke. Can you move your fingers? Squeeze my hand. Just move your fingers for me. All right, that's all I needed you to do. I know that his forearm is definitely broken. When you hit the chest or anything like that? I proceed to check his chest and abdomen area.
You hurt? Anywhere I press here? Take a deep breath. How's that feel?
They got you in the side? What they hit you with, baby? All right. Well, we're going to split your arm real quick and get you rolling, all right? We're going to start wrapping him up. We got to get him on a spine board and C-collar and stuff. We're going to go ahead and bring him to the trauma center, just in case he does have a skull fracture. Spine board on this side of him, huh?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
Feel any pain here?
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
We can take him out to university if that's the best place for him.
So we're going to Green Street. It is a male actively seizing. That's going to be on my side. Hey, darling, y'all called?
Yeah. He had a seizure tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Fell down. He had his face on the
Okay.
When we walked in the door, the patient was on the floor, right next to the sofa. So our first guess is he fell off the sofa when he started seizing.
Do you have any numbers beside you?
Calm down, baby. Calm down. Calm down. That's the cannon. That's the cannon.
Get it.
Does he drink every day?
But no, sir.
Kenneth, the patient's mother, warns us that sometimes after he comes out of his post-ictal state, that he can be a little bit combative. And these kind of calls can go from low intensity to high intensity in just a matter of seconds.
Hey, you had a seizure.
When we first wake him up, you can hear there's some slurring in his speech. And it's concerning because slurred speech can be any number of things. Is he intoxicated? Is he having a stroke? You know what medicine he takes?
He's not taking anything.
He doesn't take anything for seizures? Okay. And when's the last time you had a seizure?
Monday.
So we have seizures pretty regularly, huh?
Yeah.
We gotta bring you up to the hospital, okay? We gotta stand you up. Kenneth, you ready?
Come on, Kenneth. Come on.
Put your feet up underneath you. If he does have another seizure, we want to be able to stop it as quickly as possible. That involves getting an IV as fast as we can so that we can give him medication.
Let me see your arm, Kenneth. Let me see. It's all right, Kenneth. I've definitely seen it where patients who have just had seizures are aggressive. They don't realize that we're just there to help them.
It's all right, my dude. It's all right. Just one deal. Alcohol on a seizure patient can lower their threshold. Someone who has as many seizures as he does, he should be taking medicine.
All right. See you there.
Thank you.
You heard where it is? Yeah, 64G in progress. Usually I don't like to go to the scene at first because I like to fan out and start scanning the area, see if we can find them. 3424, you can put us 1097 in that area. Full blocks away, saw this car coming down, speeding down the side street.
Spotlight these guys.
Match the description. What's that plate? 602.
The first thing I want to do is get the plate and get it in the computer so I have more information.
67A. Come back, 67A, come back.
Car comes back, stolen, 67A. We're definitely stopped. Hold up, this whole time.
In my mind, it's a felony stop. See everybody's hands! Hands out the window, everybody! Everybody! They could be armed and they can start shooting at us. Back seat, right! Put your hands out the window! Ellie and I are responding for a call for armed robbery when we see a car full of guys that match description.
Hold up, this whole time, girl.
See everybody's hands! Hands out the window, everybody! Everybody! Back seat, right! Put your hands out the window! just had an armed robbery, okay?
I need to move my new body.
Is your money?
Look, I just finished shooting dice for my brother.
You're shooting dice? He got all the money in his pocket there. He got a lot of money. They got a pistol in there. One of the seats in it. Serial number scratched off. Probably gonna be from 64. But it's gonna be stolen.
But you're right. We got a stolen pistol I need checked. We have a confirmed stolen vehicle, a pistol with a partially obliterated serial number, and a large amount of cash on one of the occupants. It's not looking real good at this point.
When I looked at that footage, we called for the 5th District detective that came and looked at the video from the store.
He had the tattoo in the face.
What are red pants on there?
He got the match description.
He came on the scene and verified that these weren't the guys. I mean, it goes to tell you don't know who you're stopping, you know? All 4 of them take a ride. Obviously, these weren't the armed robbery guys that we were looking for, but we were pretty glad that we stopped them because we got a gun, stolen car, and we ended up getting a couple bad guys off the street. It's over the 5th.
Vehicle hit a tree.
Fire department's up there. Yeah.
3020, we on this location.
We get a call for a motor vehicle accident where a car has crashed into a tree. The guy is laying outside the car, possibly unconscious. After an accident like that, I usually think that he's been ejected. This is probably going to be really bad. Maybe he's drunk. Ain't no telling.
Straighten your leg up, baby. There you go.
What's going on, D?
Decided to come off the road over here. Say hello to them.
Hey, my captain.
Playing over right here and right there, man.
What's going on, Doc? What's your name, bro? Dominic. How old are you, bro? 19, young brother.
Just sort of weird because it's a newer car. There's no alcohol in the car. There's no traffic. It's in the middle of the night. So it's really kind of unclear as to what could have caused it.
I would take you to the hospital, man.
Well, me not worry about your man from the hospital, man. Your life is more than worth than the hospital bill.
All right, we ready? 1, 2, 3.
Once I saw he was awake and talking, Daryl said that he remembers everything. I mean, that was enough for me to see that he was stable.
Yeah, we're gonna call his mom. Well, we're gonna call him, man, as soon as you give me her number.
Let's talk about the truck and the light where we can hear each other speak and all that good jazz. I think there's a lot more to this story that he's not telling us. Tell me what you remember, man.
I was just driving down something. I made him return.
Okay. Must be mine.
Baby, you all right?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Baby, you all right? You all right, baby? Mom right here. Calm down. Okay. Behave, let's go.
The patient's girlfriend had just broke up with him, and he was pretty upset about it. And so the mom thinks that that may have been a contributing factor to the accident.
We about to leave. You got to ride up front with me, all right, baby? All right.
It's going up for itself right now.
Right.
It's just, him and his girlfriend just broke up.
Do you think he did it deliberately or just not paying attention?
He was out of his mind for that moment.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? It had to be a good boy.
I'm just glad that it could have been a lot worse. You know, I work at EMS. I see all kind of crazy stuff. But I see the remorse in his eyes. So hopefully nothing like this will ever happen again, ever. Because you can see how bad he hurt you.
We receive a call about a shooting, multiple victims. It's at a well-known bar in a local neighborhood. This is 27, so shut it down right here. As we're coming down MLK Boulevard, there's a lot of vehicle traffic. It's a chaotic scene of people everywhere. When I first got out of the car and ran out to the scene, it looked like a war zone. There are people shot and bleeding everywhere. We receive a call about a shooting with multiple victims. Suspects have fled and EMS is already on scene. See an older guy shot, he's bleeding. A little further down, there's another guy shot laying in the street. EMS has transported the victims, and it's our job to find out what happened and who did it. We got to preserve evidence. That's the primary reason why we catch most of the criminals. So shutting down the street, getting people back.
They said they rode this way.
Just canvassing for anything you feel may be related to this. Possible weapons used, casings. Right there, right there, right there. Security cameras, witnesses. That's all I have? Great. This your car?
No, that's not my car.
I see this car just parked in isolation off to the side. It seemed out of place to me. Got a gun in the car. Got a Glock on the floorboard. Yeah, weed, bag of weed. Some crack in the door. There's narcotics inside of it, so could be the reason for the shooting. At this point, it's definitely evidence it's in that area where we blocked off.
What made you go look over there?
You know what they do right here.
Oh, yeah, all day, everything.
So I'm just looking for more cases down that way. You know, you had blood going down this way. So I said, let me go check this car. Anytime we can get a gun off the street, especially on a street like that where, you know, narcotic activity is known to happen, it feels like a small victory. They could have been just innocent bystanders.
Most of the time, a lot of people that get shot, they don't be the target. That's a high corner where they sell dope all day. Probably, you know, aiming at one person and anybody else around just get caught up in it. Some person been saw the guy hit in the head with a Bob. Man, this is crazy. What is going on? Stabbing, codes, just all day long. Somebody busting pretty good. How you doing, man?
Got a knife. Knife. Yeah.
When we get on scene, the guy's covered in blood. He's got blood on his face and his shirt, and it looks like he's got lacerations to his head and on his face. Got you pretty good, my friend. If you look like this, how the other dude look?
It's crazy. Me go on the better, it's 4 nights, me. On the bottom.
Right. He got a big old lot back here. Hit you in the back of the head? Yeah, he got you pretty good.
A lot of people in the building.
Still collar on, too. Yeah. He's swelling up back there, too. He's got a couple lacerations to his head that's probably going to need to be closed up. And on top of that, he probably needs a tetanus shot. Definitely a lot of reasons he needs to go to the hospital. ¿Tiene alergia de medicinas? No. Dude, is his nose broke? Is that like deformity? The bridge of it's a little swollen, but it don't look broken. They did a pretty good job on you, my man. This dude got what you call battle signs. Gotta learn how to bob and weave. Bob and use your weave. All right, my man, un momento, por favor. Hey, you can put this in route to 2-lane.
We all left. Yeah, we over yard.
We're in the 5th District, kind of looking for any suspicious activity. We're the last car in the wolf pack.
We have 4 nights around there.
We get around a bar, and it's kind of happening outside.
And usually a lot of people hang around that club and start selling narcotics around there. Billy and Cedric saw this guy standing around, and as soon as he made contact with the police, he started walking away. Running!
34, 24.
Go. He ran.
Hold the air, 1028. We get around the bar. The team in the front, Billy and Cedric, spot a suspicious person. Keep going, bro. So all of a sudden, he just starts running.
Ran. As soon as the chase was on, Ellie jumps out, he starts taking off after him, and I got around, trying to cut him off.
Hey, that corner. Hey, that corner. Billy, hurry up. Over here. Got too many burners, bro. My bad, Bezo. We must cook that. Come on. Got on you, brother. You got to wait your man's out. Nice five. Younger arrest. Talk about all the things you did wrong, man. All you had to do was stay put, bro. Gave yourself up.
As soon as we secured him, we found a large amount of marijuana that he was out there selling.
Got right your man silent again. The thing said, you should have called him up. You have a right to attorney. It came from you. Can't be provided. That ain't come from me. Read the right. Listen to your rights. Man, we, man.
It's always a good feeling when somebody's actively trying to get away from you, and you catch them, and then you find out that they're, a drug dealer. They got the pistol with them.
All officers are okay.
No weapons discharged.
Yeah, it's a good feeling.
You put the whole 3400 series on this.
The 10,000 block of current for a male stabbed to the back.
For real? We get a call for a male 34C, which is an aggravated assault by cutting.
32, 35, on scene.
Let's do it.
Stretcher and stuff.
Yeah.
He's going to the trauma center back.
What you got, dude?
He's got a stab wound right to the back. Right there.
Okay.
When we pull up, Keely already has his wound bandaged. He's sitting up, he's talking.
What up, man? See how big the knife was by chance? No.
I see that.
You didn't see nothing? They didn't punch you in the face, kick you, knock you out, nothing like that? Punch you in the face a little bit? Okay. Just want to make sure you got some blood.
I know we left my feet.
Never left your feet? Alright, well, good. I can't tell immediately if it's just superficial.
That's the only one that I saw is right there.
I'm worried that it could have penetrated the chest cavity and punctured the lung.
How's your breathing feeling?
Kind of restrict.
Okay.
So that makes it critical in nature right there. We're gonna put you on his stretcher, okay? He's gonna be transported to the trauma center no matter what.
We good, yeah. We good.
He could be bleeding internally. His adrenaline could be going, so he doesn't feel a lot of pain at the time.
Put a little oxygen on you, okay?
But inside, he could be hemorrhaging uncontrollably. And so this is where time is truly of the essence. We ready?
Ready?
Yep. So you didn't see the knife at all? So tell me exactly what happened. He jumped up and said what?
Give it up, bro.
Oh, he's trying to rob you.
I said, man, I can't. Do it in front of me. Came from my mistake.
So you never even got to see the knife or anything.
I ain't seen the person or the knife.
I mean, you can see it's a good 2 centimeters, almost a full inch. It's not a small knife. We really need to get him into a surgery suite to where they can correct this vital area of the body that may have been injured.
Come over here, I'm down there.
Oh, okay. You just moved here recently?
Yeah, I'm not.
Man, I'm sorry. The city's not always like this. The city's got a lot of good, a little bit of bad.
I know, I like this city.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? I really do. Happens, bro. I ain't tripping.
We're going to Lakeview, the 6100 block. Somebody that got assaulted.
Ooh.
Bleeding from the moneymaker.
Oof. NOPD unit is on scene with the code 4. The location of the assailant is not known. It's not known that the assailant is armed.
Hey, there's like 7 counts. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
No, honey.
1, 2, 3,
That's
4,
7,
5, 6,
8,
7, 8, 9, 10 police officers.
What?
What
in the
is going
hell?
on?
Did somebody get shot? Did someone die? What the hell is going on?
Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 police officers.
What? Did somebody get shot? We get a call for a female assaulted, and dispatch advises us that NOPD has secured the scene. Did someone die? What the hell is going on?
32, push in the area.
I'm shocked at the amount of police units that responded, and I'm expecting this to be a really serious assault. What happened?
Look, I tell you, the changing. He was changing Asian. But tonight he just drank too much.
That may need a stitch or two.
It just literally healed up from when he punched me in my face. The last time I had a swollen eye. After I make up everything, I got scratches in my face.
Why don't you let us take it back and clean you up, and we'll talk about what to do, okay? Can we do that?
Okay.
Can we do that, honey? Can we take you and get you cleaned up? Okay, let's do that. Here, come this way. Right here, baby. Right here. It's very clear that she is a victim of repeated abuse. She's had to call the police before. So this is kind of a domestic... There. No. You're not going to see him. No. Now I'm just going to clean you up and bandage her. Come in here for me. Have a seat for me. It's really my job to treat her with dignity, treat her wounds, be there for emotional support if she would allow.
What are we doing? Stitches?
Well, we're going to clean her up first.
Oh, do you think?
The stitches are minor compared to the bigger picture being to actually save her life in a different way and get her out of that dangerous situation. You seem like a beautiful, strong, intelligent woman, and you definitely do not deserve something like that.
Forgive me, Lord. I forgive and forgive.
Yeah, well,
Us women, we always want to believe
this
the
one of
best
those things is not forgivable, boo. Right? Once anybody does it once, they do it again.
We always want to believe that there's some good in people, but you don't deserve this at all. And what we're going to do is we're going to put some ice on this so the swelling doesn't open the wound anymore, okay?
32, 31, 2, 3 in the fifth.
Now, you didn't get knocked out or anything, huh?
No.
All right, cool.
There you go. He's the mama choke you see your neck break.
Yes, time to go.
And then he came one step, put his hand around my neck and was digging his nails in my face. And police cars coming up, and I was hiding low.
Yeah. Sorry you had to go through this. Just take this as a sign.
This is my last sign.
Good. Good. You can show us around. Hey, look, man, we're going to tell 1-year-old with a lag to the mouth fell. So I can see, dude, my son, he's starting to roll over. So now he's rolling a lot. And, like, you know, don't have to hardwood floors. I just see him rolling over on that. Dude, I'm freaking out so much. When we get a call for a baby, it pulls at my heartstrings because I do have Tanner now. I think about the parent more. You know, even though I do focus on the patient, but I can relate to that parent being scared. Hey, baby, how you doing?
Look at how precious you are.
Tell me what actually happened.
Say, really loud. There you go.
Come on, baby. Tired of little kids. Hey, you. I got a little 6-month-old.
What's my name? My name is Dan. What is your name? Who? Dante. All right, you ain't got to holler. I hear you.
She fell and she hit her mouth on the corner of the table. The laceration isn't that bad, but it is worth the trip to the hospital just to make sure.
Oh, that's a big one. Look, you got a special seat, okay? There you go. That's buttons. I can already see how this is going to go. You asked me about 1,000 questions on the way there, aren't you? Right, don't touch nothing. You obviously have heard that before. There we go.
Dan and I, we worked at Nightwatch, so we don't get to see too many kids. Do our chef, I would deal with kids way more than adults if I could, you know, have that chance to.
It's a computer. It's oxygen. A lot of buttons, huh? Sometimes, just like you press your mama's buttons. Yeah, you hear it? The brother is just wearing me out. That's gloves. There you go. Look at that. I feel like a babysitter on their first night. You see how silly he is? Everything he saw, he wanted to know what it was. That's my radio charger. In case somebody wants to call me with this one. Uh-oh. Now you're going to get somebody to talk to you.
Dan and them must have a kid.
20, I'm code 4, sir. How about we turn it off this time so you don't get me in trouble? What's hilarious about that is that's our emergency button. We hit that button to, like, call attention. Yeah? All right. We're there, and now I'm ready for a nap. How are you there?
Good.
Good to see you.
Same here. Look at all that hair coming out. Oh my goodness, you got your mama's hair. You got your mama's hair.
Hey, right, I appreciate you coming, but I know you had a lot to do, bro. That's all right.
Ain't nothing more important than my family.
I know, I think. I do what I do so my son can be proud of me. You know, I'm out here dealing with these, you know, kids getting shot. Things that, you know, the normal person shouldn't have to see, but I'm out here doing it.
Is it your will that Tanner Owen should be baptized in the faith of the church, which we have professed with you?
I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing this because I want to make a difference. And I want my son to look at me in his eyes and be like, you know what, that's my dad. You know, he's out there protecting and serving the community. I mean, what parent wouldn't want that?
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Everyone deserves someone who cares about them. That's who I try to be as a dad. And that's who I try to be on the job. Someone who's there for the people of New Orleans.